I've got to show you this because you just won't believe it. Honestly, you couldn't make it up. I'm assuming, I don't think anybody's looked at this. Why would they? I have though. So this is the CEO or the owner of the tulip farm, you know, Ethan Smile and all that. And you just won't believe his past work experience, right? Starts off fairly normal, right? So co-founder, CEO of the tulip farm. He was a commissioner for Skagit, sorry, I don't know why that word makes me laugh, Public Utility District, a broker for Wilson Pet Properties Limited, adjunct professor, leadership studies for Western, Bellingham. That's interesting because Nate Rosendahl was on the SWAT team there before coming to Moscow. Executive chairman of an organic flour mill, right? And that's more what you'd expect with this tulip farm, sounds like that sort of thing. But then, right, where are we? Where's the flour mill there? Right, Tulip Town, partner and farmer. So that's something else. Some of the, is that the same tulip thing or another tulip thing? Then co-founder, you have to bear with me here because you just won't believe it. Co-founder and executive chairman of SB Venture Group, Economic Development Association of Skagit County, manager of Global Business Assurance, and this is through Amazon, crisis management, intelligence support, access control, then associate professor of American Public University System. Now look at this. Covert operations, analytics 2, counterintelligence, intelligence and homeland security, assassination, history, theory and practice, ethical challenges in the intelligence community, imagery analysis, indications and warnings, regional threats, narcotics intelligence, transnational crime, bear with, I just spit it out. Sorry. Oh, dear me. I'm going to get sent out of class in a minute. Transnational crime and narcotics. Terrorism, assessing the past to forecast the future. This gets better after this. Deception, disinformation and propaganda. Then he was an adjunct professor, you might have looked down already, teaching Homeland Security Technology, National Security Intelligence, Counterintelligence. Expedia Inc., Home Resources Talent Advisor, Military Recruiting Program Manager. Developed, implemented and managed first ever military recruiting program at Expedia. Business Continuity Program Manager. It gets, you wait till the last one. Leveraged Project Management Acumen. I want to find the important bits. Drove overlapping risk management and incident response projects. Redesigned enterprise emergency response playbook and communication standardization for 24/7 centers in US, India and Czech Republic. International business development consultant. I don't even know where that I don't even know. Weyerhaeuser. Is that a place? Sounds German. Federal Way, Washington. There's a Federal Way in Pullman, Washington. Okay, so what can we see here? Trying to do a bit of skim reading, which I am abysmal at. Weyerhaeuser, hold on, let's read the last one. Principal architect of an interdepartmental initiative to leverage inherent national resource management and international business expertise within Weyerhaeuser to support environment and economic development efforts within developing nations in Latin America, Africa and the Pacific Rim. Cyber plans and programs, Cyber Adversary Tactics Officer, Washington State Air National Guard. I'll let you read that bit at your leisure. You can see there's counterintelligence there. Cyber intelligence. Defence partners. Signals intelligence. Cyber threat. Authored first ever Air National Guard Adversary Terrorist Tactics Manual, enabling initial force protection efforts. Deputy Commandant, Western Regional Counter-Drug Training Center, Camp Murray, Washington. Principal Organizational Training Liaison Officer to the Department of Defense senior leaders in Africa, Europe, Latin America and the Pacific, personally involved in this. Either this guy is the biggest bullshitter ever, or what the actual fuck. And incorporating command transnational crime strategy, and he's growing tulips now, and policy, or is it a cover, and policy development, developed and implemented groundbreaking international, regional and local training and education programs in Cambodia, Indonesia, Philippines, Maldives, Mexico and across the US. Chief Operations Officer, Interagency Staff Force, Washington State Military Department, Emergency Management Department. Let's collaborated daily with senior intelligence and operations leadership as liaison officers to the US Treasury, DEA, FBI, DHS and Global Department of Defense and intelligence community entities. Nested and aligned strategy, budget and operational priorities with international, national, state and local stakeholders, strategies and operations. Special liaison to Washington State Congressional Delegation for Counter-Drug Issues, responsible for briefing and maintaining congressional awareness of organisational activities and budget and political requirements. Selected by Cabinet Level Director of Washington Military Emergency Department as Special Assistant Advisor during Regional National Security Event, the 2010 Vancouver Olympics, United States Air Force. Can we believe it? Foreign Area Officer. I'll leave that for you to read. He's fluent in Portuguese and Spanish. Latin America. Security Manager, Special Access Program Manager. I mean, Top Secret and Special Access Program. Executive Officer, Force Protection and Intelligence Officer, 1998 to January 2004. I'm just tripping over my words trying to read this. Going down to where it says 2003, Security Manager, Airfield Security and Counter-Terrorism Mitigation Plans for 9 international airports. Developed airfield security and counter-terrorism mitigation plans for 9 international airports and oversees USAF, operating locations, electronic warfare stroke cyber planner, adjunct professor at Henley Putnam University, advanced domestic terrorism, ethno-nationalism terrorism. That sounds like it should be ethno-nationalist. Sorry, I'm a bit of a grammar Nazi. Regional Security Manager and Force Protection and Intelligence Operations Instructor. Top Secret Special Access Program. Performed airfield force protection, threat assessments and penetration testing for 17 public and military airfields globally. Unit Anti-Terrorism Program Manager and Intelligence Instructor. Combat Aircrew Linguist. Top 1% of all DoD Spanish linguists. Cyber Order of Battle Analyst. Did I mention that I thought the military was involved in this? Lockheed Martin, what a surprise. That links to Columbine. I mean, it says Lockheed. I'm assuming it's Lockheed Martin. All 11 education. God blimey. Seattle. Pacific Lutheran University. Centre for... This guy's a spy or something. Centre for Homeland Defence and Security. Naval Postgraduate School. What is in the Air Force and the Navy? Gonzaga University. Excelsior University. Liberal arts. Get a bit of liberal arts in there. National Defence University. Air University. USAF Squadron Officers School. Defence Language Institute. Institute for Intelligence Studies. And Mount Vernon High School. I just... Oh, man. Washington State Bar Association. Supreme Court. And a Scoutmaster. Oh, he's done a lot of... This guy has been busy. Board President of Viva Farms. Training Chair, Skagit District Boy Scouts. I don't like it when they work for the Boy Scouts. Makes me nervous. Board member, Social Services and Economic Empowerment. Board member, Economic Empowerment again, and a bit of art and culture. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Now, I did wonder if Ethan's family are actually Mormons. I can't remember why. Something I read ages ago. I don't know if they are, so I don't know. It might be in the area they lived in or something. So people also viewed these people who I don't recognise any names there. So... So that's the tulip farm owner, Andrew Miller. I've seen another picture of him. His eyebrows are a bit bushy. You just have to look at the eyebrows, don't you, every time now? Get some pics. I'm just here growing a few tulips. Look at these eyebrows. He was there, all in black, like a ninja. He's in covert operations. No wonder he just walked past. He's covered. 14 leverages. Caterpillar eyebrows. Has he got those funny those dungarees that we saw at fight night. Hold on. That's the same. Is that a different guy? Is that the same guy with glasses on? Sometimes they just put completely... Oh no, hold on, we've got... No, it's probably the... Oh, I don't know who it is. Oh my God, what do we think of this? I am dying to read your responses to this. It is comedy gold. It's outstanding. This is the the best segue of the whole thing. So there we go. Get back to me. Let me know what you think. Have a good look on LinkedIn. Put in Andrew Miller Tulip Farm and he comes up.